When the hero falls, the whole world rejoices. The great pity and the great tragedy about the world is that the world is filled of weaklings, and when the strong man falls, the world celebrates. But once the world celebrates, and if that which is strong fails and it is destroyed, then the weak start to complain about their savior. They start look for their savior. They start look for a new Superman. Once they once their old Superman is being banished. What's going on, everybody, man? In this video, guys, I want to talk about the defeat of Andrew Tate, and how, I watched people on Snapchat and TikTok talking about how they were glad that somebody, he just got humbled, and how he got beat down, and finally somebody managed to humble him. Guys, Andrew Tate joining the fight, right? Signing up to fight, and him getting beat up, guys, it's not anything special that we don't see every day. We see people who go in the ring, people who go crazy, you know, falling short. But just because somebody fell short does not make that person lesser than who he used to be. Now, in the eyes of the weaklings, they rejoice because now he's upon their level. But strong people, strong men understand and realize that, oh, that's cool. That's something that is, life is like that. Life, you got highs and lows, and you cannot just only expect the highs without getting the lows. That's not how life works. Maybe somewhere beyond this world, but in this world that we're living in, that which rises, it must fall. A king eventually dies and his prince takes the crown. Meaning, even though you might rise, you are likely to incline as well with time. So if Andrew Tate rolls and then he get beat or he get guy, that's not a problem. You know how much I got punched in the neck? You know how much I got punched like Trey? I have photos, man. Stepped on, I've been in all of that shit. But you know what makes me different from anybody else who is a weakling is because I'm gladly and I'm happily to take whatever the life has to offer me. You know, and I take it with a smile and a grin. I don't complain about it. Just like Andrew Tate, he did not complain about loss. He did not invested about losing. Why? Because we all understand. As strong men, we understand. That's why we don't really like applause and love and appreciation, and those things do not excite us because we understand that whatever that is happening is likely to change, because so goes the cycle of life. There is nothing in this life, there is nothing that you see here that remains the same. Everything is gladly to change. Now, you as a man, you must also be able to adapt to that change. Now, you might say, "Oh, nah, man, he was weak, nah," and you might be, and you are right, because if you're fighting in a battle and then you get overpowered, age, weight, and size, it don't really matter. The only thing that matters is you lost and someone else won. So yes, you are right. He lost the fight. He lost the battle in that sense. But what I'm trying to, show you guys that watch me is that don't focus on that. Focus and learn from what you have seen. That even you too, one day, if you become great and anything happens or anything, you have a downfall, do not pity yourself, because as strong men arise, also strong men, declines. But it's so good, it's so in beauty, it's all in beauty of life. That which ascends, it must descend, and that which is down must go up. That's the life. That's the circle of life. Now you cannot be a fool to simply think that you will just be all the way up. And the fools and the weaklings who laugh upon the fall of a man, it's because those weaklings, all they've known their life is being weak. Because if all you know is being one thing, then you never really tested of anything better, then of course you're gonna laugh at somebody who's not like you doing better and then it fails. So guys, we need to learn this. We need to understand the way of life. We need to also understand that it's okay, that it's not a bad thing for somebody to fall. So long as they come up on top, so long as they rise. And we should stop immortalizing the people that we admire. We should stop making these people gods. Andrew Tate is not a God. He does not want you to be a God. He wants you to be your own God. He wants you to be better. He wants you to work for yourself. He wants you to be, a man. So you cannot really, make him a God of yourself. You cannot idolize him for your life. That's a cardinal sin. You cannot idolize a human being, because human beings, they rise and they fall. And you watching me, and then if let's say you hear some fucked up shit said about me, and if you've been watching me and you lose faith of what you heard, then I've lost actually teaching. I've lost, transforming you into a better somebody. Because as a man, you must realize that yes, I do speak of truth. I do speak of being a man and representing the masculinity. But at the end of the day, I'm still a human being, meaning I have flaws. I'm not a God. So Andrew Tate is not a God. Nobody is a God, meaning people we are. Even if you might not want to, even if you might try always to not be to be perfect, you will always be unperfect. You will always have some sort of imperfection to you. Why? Because you're not a God. But if you enjoy that, if you embrace the fact that you're not perfect, then you shall truly live. So guys, thank you for watching, and remember guys, subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time.